Hey, it's me, Renee. I'm back. And I'm not here for a book review, which I often dress up for. No, I'm here for the adventure book tag. So, yeah, I thought I would be a little costumey with my hat and then my funny scarf. And, yeah. So I was tagged by Jenny or JJ over at the Dog Star. And this is kind of more like a talky video than a showing books video, which I kind of like both types of tags, but yeah, this seems like a fun one. And also, it tagged me personally, which I always love. So yeah, uh, question, bleh. Prompt one: choose your adventure. When you started your channel, did you have a specific niche in mind? Oh, I actually started my channel now 7 years ago. Time flies. I started back in 2019, so that's quite a while ago. So my idea actually when I started was kind of well, it was twofold. Like it was to share my love of books, but also I kind of wanted to meet people who also love to read. I don't know why I thought making a YouTube channel would make I would meet people. I have met them. Like, I have e-met people. I feel like honestly, like quite like that term, e-meet, where you like meet someone for the first time over the internet, like in chats and whatnot. But yeah. As I said, I started back in 2019, and I moved to where I live now, or like the area, in 2018. And for a while, I didn't really know anyone. And then in August 2019, I thought, okay, I want to meet people who also like to read. And then right then, like back then, I didn't do Bookstagram, and I thought, you know what, YouTube, I'm going to YouTube. So okay, so also more backstory is that I've been watching BookTube since I want to say 2011, yeah, around then. I saw I think one of the first video I saw was Christine and Bolana Books, who made a video all about the Clockwork Princess and figures around that. And yeah, that's kind of when I started watching it. I had actually also ideas of making a booktube before I made it. I think I also like made a video back in 2014, 12, 13, around then. And I didn't post it because I think maybe I was slightly scared of the internet and people seeing you and whatnot. And you might say, "What? You're scared?" I mean, this is you. Yeah, I know. Um. But then I did it again for real in 2019 because, as I said, I kind of want to meet people. I don't really know why I would think that I would meet people uh outside of the internet over BookTube because I mean, yes, BookTube has some Norwegian people on it. It's me, it's Luna. There used to be a few more. I feel like right now it's kind of me and Luna. So me and Luna, and then there's another guy that started recently. But yeah, we're not that many of us really, and it's not like we live in the same place either. But I suppose internet. It's not like you have to be in a certain place to use it. You can use it whenever. Well, as long as there's internet. But yeah, that was my reasoning to meet people. I did meet people, of course, but I haven't really met people uh, who lives close to me through BookTube. I haven't. I met Luna for BookTube, but she lives in Norway. She doesn't live close to me. Again, I suppose depending on how you define close, but yeah. So yeah, that's kind of how it started. I wanted to meet people. I suppose I'm not sure if that's quite answer there. Yeah, do you have a specific niche in my mind? I suppose the niche was like people who lived close to me, making friends with them through YouTube. But like a specific niche in other ways, not really, because I've always read lots of different genres. I haven't really stuck to one thing. I mean, nowadays I read a lot of romance, yeah, but I still read other stuff now and then. I would say maybe now my main things probably might be romance and nonfiction, but I still pick up other stuff as well. And yeah, also back then I did read a lot of different stuff. People think I would just read fantasy, and I read a lot of fantasy before, yeah, but I did also read other stuff. So yeah, I'm always kind of been an omnivore reader. I feel like it's it's rare that I've really been just one thing really. So so yeah, I suppose that answers the first question ish. Question two: choose your couch when you started your channel. Did your true personality shine through? Do you think it does now? Well, I mean, if I watch my first video, I feel like yeah, and also my first few videos, I feel like I'm pretty like a bit more reserved, a bit more back there, not as out there as myself as I could be, maybe. I feel like that's kind of normal, really, for everyone. I feel like when they're doing YouTube, like, I suppose the exception would be like if you are used to being in front of the camera from work, like if you start YouTube after you've worked as a TV journalist or something like that. But like me, I haven't really been in front of the camera before this. Well, exceptions, but mostly not. So yeah, the first videos like I'm a bit reserved, but also I feel like I'm never like, hey, hey, hey. I'm always like bit there. So I wasn't like completely not myself, no. Am I myself now? Yes, I would say so. Definitely. Like the me you see here is the me you would see in real life. Well, I mean, now like I'm much more comfortable on camera, and I kind of feel like, and also that's kind of my idea. I want people to feel like they're hanging out with a friend. It's very laid back here at my corner of the book nut. but yeah, but also, and also as what to say, yeah. I suppose if you did meet me outside booktube, I might be a bit laid back at first because I haven't met you before. But if I feel safe with you, I will quickly be myself. Yeah. So I suppose, yeah, if you make me feel safe and comfortable, I will show you myself. So yeah. Hmm. Sorry. Hmm. Prompt three: choose your champions companions. Sorry, I can't talk. Who are some bookish companions you remember from the early days of your journey? Can be booktubers or non-booktubers. So in my early days, well, I mean, also like how did you define early days? I feel like in like the very very early days, I didn't really get that much comments or views really in the early days really, because like a lot of people, they start their first video is booktube newbie. I didn't do that. I did talk like about what I wanted to do and whatnot on my channel, but I didn't do that video specific tag. So I suppose maybe a lot of people didn't find me then because a lot of people try to find new people through searching booktube newbie, and I didn't have one of those tags videos. But yeah, so I feel like in the very beginning, I didn't really have that many people who like commented regularly and whatnot. I feel like, and yeah, I would comment on like the big booktubers, but that was like for me at least. I feel like a lot of people when they start booktubing, they don't really. You like often when you start booktube, the one booktubers you're familiar with are like the huge booktubers that you kind of often watch. And I feel like the medium or like the small booktubers you don't really tend to watch because they kind of get lost in a kerfuffle of all the videos. So I would comment on the uh, big booktubers videos and whatnot, but I wouldn't often really get any media attention to my videos. I would do a review and then I would get like a comment on the review, but that's it. I feel like honestly, I want some water. As I said, I started in August 2019. I think maybe probably I kind of started to get some traction in 2020, I believe. I Yeah, I feel like, was it in 2019 or 2020? Anywho, um, it was in 2020 that I think it was around fall then when there's this YouTube video going around. Um, oh, what's the tag called again? It was like uh, um, booktube from the inside. No, booktube. No, booktube outside. Anyway, I don't remember quite the name of it, but it was like a tag where you talked about being outside, so you would film it outside somewhere because of COVID. Or would you film it outside? Yeah, I think it was you film it outside. Anyway, I was tagged by Alisa Library, Annalisa's Library. Well, that was what they were called back in the day. I think they changed their handle to Annalisa something else. Annalisa Eli. No, now it's Annalisa Library, and before it was Annalisa Eli. One of those. And yeah, anyway, she tagged me specifically, and I had never heard of these channels. Like someone, someone tagged me. Someone knows I exist. So that was like, what? So yeah, of course, after that I was kind of curious. So I went to Annalisa's videos, looked at them, like, okay, I love your vibe, love your videos, yes. And then I started, yeah, communicating with her and often commenting on her videos and whatnot. And we had like a kind of jargon, I suppose, in a way, there, back and forth. And then I believe the next kind of thing that kind of like people that kind of connected with, I would say, is I would. I think it was 2020, it could be 2021. Anyway, there was like the history challenge, which was a thing that happened back in the day before in booktube. So it's like this readathon where you would the focus was to read history non-fiction. So it wasn't, you couldn't read history, but fiction had to be a non-fiction history, and then of course you would have bingo board and whatnot. And I joined that because I've always kind of been fascinated with history. I feel like I've become more in it lately these few years, but I always kind of liked it in somewhat of a idea. So I joined that and made a TBR video, and then I got some comments on TBR video, and yeah, I got some friends through that that kind of yeah, that I kind of made through that, and like I contacted with them and often would comment on their videos and whatnot. I still have contact with the Bethan Bruninger. She's still active. But I'm blacking out. But yeah, there's someone else who I had like quite a good contact with, but she's a student. So I feel like she's kind of a full-time student now. I'm thinking of her face. I can't remember her name. I'll write it down. But yeah. Uh, she's also from Canada. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, there was those people, and yeah, I suppose that's kind of like in the beginning. Like, how do you begin to find the beginning? What's the middle? What's the yeah? That was, I suppose that's kind of the people. Prompt 4: the quest. Choose or all three of the following obstacles. The comparing curse. How do you handle comparing yourself channel to others? Yeah, I haven't really looked that much into it. Um, Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna answer them all because why not? So yeah, the comparing curse. Well, I've compared myself at times. As I talked before, like sometimes I'm on weird tag videos. I do compare myself at times. Like I might do like a video. I might do like a tag. Or I might do like a video where I recommend something for a prompt or something from a readathon, and then I feel like someone else gets all the views and I get none of the views, and I'm like, What's going on here?" I suppose also like, I suppose I kind of get it because I don't really do the and now I'm like, yeah, names also. I'm not that. I'm forgetting stuff all the time. I don't really do the title pictures, the front pictures, the pictures you have like on the video. It's like, "Yes, and like the big thingy, like or like all in all, I don't really do edits. Well, I do edit some videos. I did edit a bit more before, but now I don't really do that. Suppose the only way I edit is that if something goes wrong, I might stop it and start filming again. But I don't edit really. I don't really do that. And honestly, like for me, it's like, yes, I'm one of the few people who don't do that because I feel like a lot of people do that on BookTube, and cool for you. You do what you do. But I'm like, I just want to talk about books. I don't really want to do all these flashy things and whatnot. And I remember watching some people who I feel like they did like lots of sharp cuts, but like they were like talking about a book and then like boom, and then they're over here, boom, over here, over here, and I'm like, that just kind of makes me dizzy and makes me tired. As I said, I kind of want to just it be like a conversation between me and you talking about books. And I feel like in a conversation, you shouldn't really edit yourself. It's just kind of talking. Of course, edit yourself. Like, don't say, hi, FilmTube when it's BookTube, but like, the general, also like if you say something wrong, oh my god. I mean, as long as you say, oh, sorry, my bad, it's okay. Of course, you shouldn't go like all in to do something wrong, but like if people make mistakes, and I don't know what I'm saying there, but yeah. But I suppose, yeah, I feel like I compared myself more really before. And I also like talked about a bit about this before. Like I've gotten my subscribers have really gone up and down. Like I have actually had like up to on 800 subscribers before, and now I'm down like 200, 230. No, I'm 215, something like that. So yeah, I don't know if like a lot of people who have subscribed to me are bots, and that's why the number goes down. If I say some things in a video that people don't like, and a lot of people unsubscribe, I don't know. I think like a lot of people, when people don't subscribe anymore, they don't really say, "I don't want to watch you anymore," or they just unsubscribe. So I don't really know what's happening. Um, yeah. So yeah, there's that. But honestly, I don't really compare myself that much now, really. And I suppose also like as I haven't said here, but like I feel like loads more people think like this is a hobby for me. It's a fun hobby, but it's a hobby. People watch me and like me, cool. If people watch me and don't like the video, fine. I mean, you can't please everyone, and not everyone's gonna love you, and that's fine. That's completely fine. As long as you don't go to a video and say like, this video is awful and shite, and you shouldn't do this and this. You could say, um, I like this video, but maybe talk a bit more about this in the next book review, like a constructive criticism or like the criticism sandwich. Cool, but don't go to some place just be trolls in the comments. No, that's not cool. So yeah, I don't really like. I was about to go all over the place really. I don't really compare myself that much anymore. Really, I would say I did more before. Now I just kind of yeah. I make my videos. Sometimes there's several videos a week. Sometimes there's less than that. And what happens happens. And yeah, really, that's kind of I enjoy it, and that's how it is really. Um, also I suppose yeah, I suppose like if it had been like if I was a BBC reporter or whatnot, I suppose I would have to have some sort of different idea of what to do and whatnot. But like since it's just for me, I'm just gonna do it my way. So yeah, keep on doing what I'm doing really. Ba-bum. The algorithm, Dragon. What has been your biggest frustration with growth, views, and consistency? And this was, as I said before, like a bit before, like sometimes I do like book hauls. I feel like a lot of people watch book hauls, but like I don't get views, or like I might get a lot of views on a video, but I don't get comments. And also yeah, the number of subscribers goes up and down, and I don't really know why. Like I feel like I don't talk about that niche of stuff. Like I also like booktube is a big place. I feel like a lot of people. I feel like everyone would find something to enjoy in a booktube. So I don't really know what's happening. And but yeah, I don't really care honestly. And also kind of if I'm doing like a video now on a book that I loved, like a book review or a book tag or whatnot, and then maybe some people, maybe I'm making a video about like books set in Norway. I'm Norwegian. That might happen. And then maybe get 0 views the first week. But maybe Norway gets third place in the football cups in the summer, and people want to read more books set in Norway. And then suddenly the video goes skyrocketing. I mean, sometimes you don't really know when a video will be popular or not, if it will be popular straight away or later. And I don't know, I feel like a video will feel like it'll get its audience when it gets an audience. It doesn't really need to hit the right audience right now, really. But I feel as long as someone watch it and enjoys it, if it's one person or if it's 10 or 100, still, as long as someone enjoys it, I am happy. Yeah, that's kind of my thinking about it, really. I'm sensible that way. I don't know. Um, the self-doubt monster. Have insecurity. What insecurity have you had to battle as a creator? Well, I mean, sometimes I thought like maybe I should edit more. My videos not too edited enough. I hadn't really thought that much about it, but sometimes. And then sometimes people have commented and said like, "Cool video, but you need better sound." I mean, I don't really have fancy equipment. I use the camera on my computer. That's that. I don't really have a different own camera for it. I feel like most of that kind of works for me. But yeah, sometimes people talk about how I should have get better sound. But I feel like that's not that often. But also, yeah, I ended up going like last year, 2 years ago, lastly, I believe. I went and bought a microphone to like for maybe I can use it because people use them. That's I feel like maybe why not? Doesn't have to be that expensive. Got it home. It's over there somewhere, and I couldn't figure out how to use it, so I just kind of put it over there. But I think most of the time I'm here talking to the camera. I'm not that far away from camera. Most people don't talk about how the sound is bad. And also, if you like talk about books, like I show the books, I feel like if you can't hear me talking about a book, you still kind of think, okay, that cover looks interesting. So you might still look into it, even if the my words are just blah, 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 blah. Even if you can't hear it, it's still I don't know. I don't know. So I suppose that's kind of it. And yeah, also there's been times when like I feel like people talked about how booktube should be more like accessible. People should text more of their videos. And I've had times where like I put like on automatic text, like you have sometimes for like YouTube can give you automatic text, and then it kind of just and then you kind of talk, and then it kind of just AI or just machine writes things, and then sometimes it works, and sometimes what you say is just completely different what it's texted. So the best thing, I suppose, that way it's kind of like to do it manually yourself. But like I talk a lot in my videos, so texting everything that I say would just take so long time. And honestly, I can't really be bothered with that. I try to do it sometimes, and it just takes so long time because I talk so long. I have long videos and I talk a lot, and yeah, it doesn't really work for me. So yeah, that's been that. But I also kind of feel like, yeah, if you want videos to be texted, don't watch me. One video or one creator is not gonna be for everyone. I can't be everyone's cup of tea. That's not happening. I'm doing my own style, my own thing. And if you don't like it, go away. It's not. I feel like I don't really need here to be here for everyone. But people who like me like me. People who don't don't. I feel like that's kind of a good way to say it, in my mind at least. Blah 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 blah. Prompt 5: The struggle. Was there a moment you considered quitting? What kept you going? Yeah, it was. So in 2020, when the whole world was in pan pizza, everything was going to pieces. And one of the things that was happening was Black Lives Matter. I was about to say to have Trayvon Martin. You didn't have Trayvon Martin. But you had. Okay, this annoys me. I'm gonna. Sorry. Give me a little moment. I'm just gonna check something. Give me a little. Yeah, you had George Floyd, who I suppose. I mean, before that, you had Trayvon Martin, people dying by cops' hands, but George Floyd, he lost his breath. You could see it in all the videos. It was like very clearly out there. I would say it kind of changed the whole landscape in a lot of ways. But yeah, but after that, people started talking about Black Lives Matter, which I talked about it before, but in a different way and whatnot. And I remember some people went on booktube. Like first, people on booktube didn't really talk about it, and then people said like, people on booktube need to talk about it. Everyone needs to talk about it. And then I remember I did a video all like George Floyd and Black Lives Matter. I think maybe I talked about a bit about like books that I read, like non-fiction books and stuff like that. And I mean, yes, I'm white, but I feel like you can still be white and talk about Black Lives Matter. It shouldn't be that Black Lives Matter is just mattering for people who are black. Should be everyone should matter, care about them. But and hopefully that this isn't something I said saying wrong now. But please take this with the best intentions. But yeah, I did a video about that, and then a video got one comment saying, white people coming here and trying to do good and something like that. And I was like, what? I mean, first I felt like people said like, you white people weren't talking about it. And then when white people were talking about the issues, we were also like saying, no, 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 you're saying it wrong or you're talking about it wrong. I'm like, okay, so it's bad if you're not saying something, but if you're saying something, it's also bad. And it wasn't like I said George Floyd was an idiot or George Floyd deserved to die or something like that. I didn't do that at all. I feel like I was putting it good, putting my best foot forward. And yet the comment was like white ladies being all in our place and not like saying stuff. And yeah, so I was like, what did I do wrong? Because I didn't say Black Lives Don't Matter. I said Black Lives Matter. And like a whole long video and whatnot. But yeah, this comment made me question myself and whatnot. I even asked my sisters because back then I didn't really have that many comments and whatnot. And I didn't really have. I mean, I had times when like I commented on different people's video, but I feel like I haven't really had a community. I feel like until like the last few years where I've been on sprints and whatnot. But yeah, I asked my sisters because I'm pretty close to my sisters, and I asked them, okay, so this is a video I made. This is a comment. Could you watch the video and talk about the comment? Did I do something wrong here? And all my sisters said, like, no, you're all in the right here. People sometimes just want to misunderstand, or people just sometimes wants to be trolls. I mean, they were on my side, but of course, this still made me unsure and whatnot. Uh, but I think I kind of end up, yeah, I mean, I mean, I'm still here. So yeah, I still made new videos because it's kind of like, okay, I'm just gonna still make videos and still be here. And people who don't like my face can not be here. And also, what I'm always doing every day, I'm just putting my best foot forward. I'm just trying my best. Sometimes my best is not good enough, but I am doing my best, and I feel like that's kind of what you can do. I think also like if people do something to me, but they say afterwards it wasn't meant that way. As long as they're not like saying you're a huge idiot, but then don't then they say I didn't mean to hurt you. But like if they do something like say something slightly bad, but they say afterwards I'm sorry, didn't mean to hurt you. That's nice. So I feel like as long as you're sorry afterwards, I mean people are gonna make mistakes. But yeah, I am still here. Yeah. And also for like a long time, I would have like links in my doodle of people like you can go to different charities and whatnot. I would do that for a long time, but I thought, you know what? I don't talk about that much, but yeah, but also like mainly, I'm a person who likes the world, wants the world to be a nice place, and I'm trying to make the world a better place by just being nice and being myself. Uh, but I can also be like, yeah, if there's a earthquake, if there's a hunger, I feel like people who have money will go and support stuff, and if you don't have money, you can't support them. So yeah, I suppose haven't just because I don't have links to charities down below anymore doesn't mean I don't support them. But also like I support a lot of stuff, so yeah, I would have a lot of links and whatnot, and yeah, yep, rambly maybe, yeah. Um, Next prompt. Prompt 6. I can count 6. Growth and fulfillment. Do you feel the journey has been worth it? Have you grown as a reader, as a booktuber? Yeah, I mean, I've started sprinting for once, which I didn't do. Like, I didn't really know about sprints also, like, for many years, but was part of chats for, like, I would say maybe a year, a bit of a year before I started sprinting myself last year. And I would say, yes, sprinting myself has been quite fun and a new part of the journey of booktube, I would say. So that's been fun. And yeah, I did a bit more now before than I do now. I don't really do that much, so I suppose it's growing in the wrong way. And I've been doing more reviews than I did earlier. And yeah, I suppose yeah, my channel has had phases. there's been times when I've been doing lots of tags because I kind of want to do them. They were also all over booktube. This is also a tag. I mean, I still do tags now and then. I had a tag last week. I mean, I still do tags, yeah. But maybe not in the same manner, same frequency as before. But yeah, I've been doing reviews because I suppose I've been kind of doing more NetGalley, where I feel like you should talk about the books you read. And also, I've been reading much more great books. I feel like for me, when I read a great book, I write to everyone. And then I post about it on Instagram and on BookTube and on Storygraph and talk about it when people ask for recommendations. And yeah, yeah. Yeah. Has it? Yeah, I suppose the journey has it been worth it? Like also, have I changed as a reader? I would still say like I'm a more like an omnivore reader than I was before. I've been really like I'm still that. I've been reading more romance lately, but if that's because of YouTube or something else, might be like just other books I've been reading or whatnot. I'm not sure. But yeah, yeah. Um, and then has it been worth it? Yeah, I would say it's been worth it. I mean, yeah, has there been trolls now and then? Yes. Has there been times on more videos I've been thinking will be doing great and then no one's watching it and like, why watch the video? Yes, it has happened. But also people have checked out videos I've been doing like poured my soul into and whatnot and then commented and like, this is so cool. And yes, I've had both sides of that. I've had the trolls where people like comment and say like, cool video, do you want some help? Send me an email. I'm like, I don't. No, I like what I'm doing. Uh, but yeah. And I also like I'm doing a hilarious readathon, which have been fun doing. It's just very chill, low key, but it's been fun doing it. And yeah, yeah. Honestly, I kind of like where I'm at my booktube journey, my booktube, yeah, my booktube place right now, really. And it's been worth it. Yeah, I would say it's been worth it. It's been a joy and fun, and I yeah very much enjoy it. I mean, it's always been like a for me. It's been a very fun hobby. Also, I suppose in the like I some weeks I post like as I said before, I post like 5 videos because I have to talk about this book or this tag needs to go up now and whatnot. Um, I don't always comment on other people's videos. I feel like maybe I might do more of that. But I feel like some other people they read and then they're on YouTube and like make videos and they sprint and that's that. I read. I still watch movies. I still watch TV. I have TVs I like to watch. I knit. I have some friends I hang out with sometimes. So like I don't do just YouTube, and there's so many people that I enjoy on YouTube. I feel like I can't support them by saying hi in sprints and join them in their sprints. And also, like I do also check out people's videos now and then, but like I don't check out people's like every video people that I follow because there's so many people on BookTube that would be crazy. That would just be too much for me at least. I would go crazy. But also, if people are talking about I don't know a Stephen King book, I'm not gonna click on that video because I'm not even into Stephen King. Yeah, I will watch what I generally want to watch, not just random stuff. I might watch some people who I don't click with in all the books, but if it's a book haul or if it's like a tag, I might watch it. But if it's a book review of an author that I don't have no interest in, I'm not gonna watch it. I'm not. Sorry. I don't watch anything for people. I watch things that I enjoy personally. And yeah. Hmm. Been a long video now. Yeah. So blah blah blah. Yeah, and that's it really. So now the last prompt: tag other people. Um, as I said, I feel like now I kind of have like a big, a big collection. I collect cool people. I have a big selection. I have lots of people that I follow on BookTube that I like and enjoy as people and whatnot. So tagging people is kind of difficult because I mean I feel like either you mention everyone or you mention few people and then like people say, tag me. I don't think they think like, oh, I was not tagged. But yeah, but you do know what? I think I'm gonna tag Alex Hale because I feel like they're con fun to hear their thoughts about this tag. Well, of course, that's why I'm tagging them. So Alex Hale and Lisa, I'm gonna tag Lisa. And then I'm gonna tag Luna because I'm curious also about Luna's thoughts and ideas. And I'm gonna tag Bethan. I'm gonna do. And yeah, I feel like I also like, of course, as always, tag. If you see this and you want to do it, tag. You're it. So yeah, see you around. It's been fun to thank you for tagging me. Yeah, bye.